Sometimes people ask me, how did you get started speaking? Well, when I was in college, I got called to the dean's office. I thought I was in trouble, and I went down there, and he said, hey, Jeremy, I got to ask you a question. I'm like, uh-oh, he's going to ask me if I did something in the dorms, like a prank or something like that. And he said, yeah, we have this big youth conference every year where we bring, hundreds of teenagers here. We show them the campus and things like that. I was wondering if you'd like to MC the conference. I said, well, what does that mean? He said, well, you kind of help the conference move along, maybe tell a few jokes, make some introductions, things like that. I said, sure. Well, the speaker at that conference was an alumni who I had met multiple times before. And when we finished the conference, he said to me, well, what do you do when you graduate? I said, well, I don't know. I think I'm probably going to be a high school teacher. I enjoy teaching. And he said, well, have you ever thought about being a speaker? I said, not really. He said, what if you traveled? You're still teaching, but you're traveling as a guest speaker and teaching different crowds. I said, well, that might be something worth trying. I said, oh, let's go for it. So I decided I'm going to do a 1-year internship, a speaking internship with this traveling professional speaker. So we start this internship, and I know something interesting. As soon as we got going, we would show up at a place, and there would be people kind of beforehand, maybe setting up some different tables. And they'd say, hey, Jeremy, do me a favor. Go help those guys set up those tables over there. I said, okay, so I go start setting up the tables, and then we go somewhere else. Someone else be setting up some chairs. Hey, Jimmy, go help those guys real quick set up some chairs. So I go set up some chairs. One time we did this youth camp. It was a summer youth camp. And he said, let's go to the kitchen and tell all the people that have been cooking there thank you for all that they've been doing. I said, that's a good idea. We go in the kitchen, and you know what's going to happen. Hey, Jeremy, let's go back here and help them finish up, clean up some of these pots and pans and dishes for all the work that they've done for us. We'll just help them out a little bit. I said, all right. Well, we're flying back. It's a couple months into it from a trip. We're flying, and he looks at me on the airplane and goes, hey, how do you feel about the internship so far? The speaking internship. I haven't even spoke one time. So I lied to his face. I lied right to his face. I said, I love it, man. This is the greatest time I've ever had in my life. This is really good. And he starts laughing. Come on, man. You got to tell the truth. I said, well, I'm struggling a little bit. I haven't even spoke yet. Then he said this to me. He said, before we started this internship, I knew you could speak. I just didn't know if you could serve. Now, sometimes in life, you hear a quote that you're going to remember for a long, long time. And that was one of them.